Okay. Okay, looks like the chat's working now. Wonderful. Music. Music. Music is a bit loud. That should be good. Okay. Dash. Been up for some reason. Public. There it is. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Okay, I just gotta pull up chat here so I can talk to you guys. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Where is it? Okay, I can't pull up the chat on my phone, so I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna have to read it on my second monitor. That's fine. Okay, hello everyone, hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome. We have a couple of things to get to today. Let me know if the music's too low or too loud. We have a few things we need to do today. So, throughout this stream, I'm going to be finalizing a Deltarune Chapter 5 bingo board that I've been pulling together ideas from the community, both on the Discord and on a YouTube post. and someone on my BlueSky as well. I made it a point to not put any of my own theories on this one, and throughout the initial portion of the stream, I'm going to be taking ideas from you guys if you want, and if we have enough ideas, we might even make a second board. But first, hang on. I want to do something first, because this is technically going to be my 35,000 subscribers special, and I should have done this before during my last milestone stream, but I forgot, so I'm sorry. And there's one thing that I want to get out of the way first. I have a couple of things here, so let me just see if I can maneuver this. Let me see if... Okay. Discord sent out message. And then I think I'll go ahead and... Faster. Oop. Okay, there we go. Now that's taken care of. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome. So before we start with the bingo board, because this is technically my 35,000 subscriber special, I want to take the time to say thank you to some of the people who've made fan art for my channel over the years. If you've ever sent me fan art on the Discord server or any other means, there's a good chance I already have it. If you ever need to send me anything or contact me, you can contact me at my email or on the Discord server or on my BlueSky. All of that's on my channel. And over the years that I've been doing YouTube, some people have made some amazing art for me, some very talented artists. And I want to show that off today. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, and then we'll get right into the bingo board. I was planning on doing this last milestone stream, but I forgot. So first up, let's see. This... Where are you? There we go. Okay. So, this, to my knowledge, is the first piece of fan art I have ever received. And it's by this amazing artist known as Riverdawn. It was a long time ago, and I really like it a lot because it's me and Nico. If you guys don't know, I really love One Shot. It's one of my favorite games ever made. I've done 2 pretty big analysis videos on it, and it's a game that is very close to my heart. And I am very happy that the first piece of fan art I ever got was me and Nico. So thank you, Riverdawn. Thank you so much. This is very nice. Thank you. And I think I'm going to be showing most of these off in order of creation here. At least I hope I set it up. So we have the next one here. This one is by Pengu. This one's really cool. This one's really cool. This one looks like it was made on their notebook. It doesn't look like it's made with normal paper, but I really love the details of the lines and stuff. You can see where they how do I say this? They did the texture of the feathers with the different lines of the pen. I really like this one. This one's by Pengu. One looks really nice. Nighthawk aura farming. And then this next one is this one's by One Bat. This is Nighthawk with a gun. If you thought the last one was Aura farming, this one. Oh man. I like the little feet on this one. The cute little feet. The super realistic hand. This one's really good. And this next one is by Lilico. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I've mentioned Lilico a few times. Lilico is a very talented artist on my Discord server. This is something that was made a while ago, I think. And I really like this one because it's got like the pink and gold, and I really like the feathery pattern. Like you can see, there's a lot of like, it's like, how do I put this? I can't even like describe it really. Here, let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see it. It's like the way that Lilico did the feather pattern was they almost made it look liquid in a way, like a bunch of different like circular brush strokes almost. It looks really good. And you can see down there the Lilico sign to work with the little hearts to dot the eyes. I really like this one. I like all of them, but you know. The next one here. This one was actually a viewer post made this. This one's by Susie Can Draw. This is like a bipedal human version of me that someone made. And I can't remember what the actual post said. I think it's like a human version of me from like a show. I can't remember what show they said it was, but looks nice. I got like a little a suit. I got a little tie there. I got a little red suit. Looks like I got maybe like some dress shoes on there. I got a little magic wand, I guess. And I got a tiny little hat. It's so fancy. This is okay. Next one. Also by Lilico. This one has a story behind it. I'm so angry in this. Like, where's my silver? So this one has a story behind it. I think last month it was relatively recently. I streamed Subnautica 2 in early access, and like a lot of people, I just could not for the life of me find any silver. I had to like explore for at least like a good maybe like an hour, maybe like half an hour to an hour. I can't remember how long it was to find some silver. And I guess in her free time, Lilico was watching the stream and maybe she made this. This one's funny. I think I have like a little bow tie here. I think that's what this is. But you can see there's a lot of detail in this one too. Looks so angry. And I have a little raft because birds don't belong in the water. And next one. Oh, this one's really good. This was a pixel art Nighthawk by Rowan, also very talented artist on my Discord server. They're all talented. I should mention that. This one, I like this one. Like this one's kind of a two-parter because Rowan made this one, and then also, look, Nighthawk's in the game. Nighthawk's in the game. Look at me. Yeah, but you didn't know I was in the game too. I have no idea. I don't know if this is like super tough to do, but I have no idea how Rowan was able to do this. Like put the text in. Like I understand, like I know how you would put the like the sprite in there, but I don't know how Rowan was able to do this, the thing. Maybe there's like a tool somewhere, like an art tool, so you can like make these. I'd imagine there's some kind of tool made, I know there's one that lets you like make a scene in like any like of the rooms in any of the rooms in like Deltarune. Oh, yep, Gartic Phone. Yep, I see you. I see you. Gartic Phone's gonna be fun tomorrow. Yes. For those of you who don't know, if you haven't heard of this yet, every 2 weeks or so, I believe it was, every 2 weeks we have Gartic Phone sessions on my Discord server. So if you want to join that, you're free to do so. Discord link is in the description of this stream. And I think I have one more. This one came from BlueSky, and this one's by Limbo. This one's I think this is the most recent one. This one's got the cool hawk. I think Limbo called it. So I got the hat, I got the shades, I got the Tims. You can see I got the Tims on. This is cool hawk. This is like that one meme. It's like Nighthawk and then the cooler Nighthawk. Hmm. Look at the glasses, yeah. That's all of them. Like I said, if you ever want to send me anything, you can send it to my personal email or just send it to me on the Discord server. All of these amazing artists are very talented. Thank you so much to everyone who sent me fan art over the years. Thank you so much. Just a quick look back through all of them. They all look amazing. And I'm very sorry that I didn't show this off before. Because I meant to, and I just forgot to do it, so I apologize. Is Nighthawk an actual bird, or is that just a YouTube name? What do you think? Do you not see my webcam in the bottom right-hand corner? Okay. So, let me... That... Okay. Whoop. Alrighty. So, that is our first objective for the stream done. Now we... Excuse me. Now we can get into why we're here. Now we can get into the meat of the stream. So, I can't remember when I started it. It was probably like maybe like a couple of weeks ago. I have been putting together, pooling together rather, a Deltarune Chapter 5 bingo board. And I've been pooling together several different ideas from several different places. The community tab, the community section tab on my Discord server, on BlueSky, which I do have some BlueSky ideas to add. And I'm also going to be finishing this today. We're going to be finalizing it. We're going to be deciding on some more ideas. And I'm going to be pulling some ideas from the chat if you guys want to add your own ideas too. And if we have like more ideas than what will fit this one, then we can just make a second one. And we can just keep going. Add Apple Girlington? I think I might. I recently heard about Apple Girlington. I think it's really funny. I had no idea that even existed before. Rudy dies, what happens? Like, who knows? Who knows? Rudy wasn't looking too good, depending on, you know, last time we saw him. So I got some ideas from my BlueSky that I do want to add before I start getting ideas from the chat. So hold on to your ideas if you're, just in case I don't see them. So there's a few ideas here. So we have this idea from Callus Boo. Noelle appears in the Dark World, which could very well happen. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this theory that's been rolling around, but some people think that in the fight with Susie, Rouse, and Chris versus that flower pot shovel knight looking guy, Some people are saying that Rouse looks like he's been edited in. And that would be very slick if that was true. So I'm gonna add Noelle in the Dark World, or maybe just Noelle in general. Maybe just Noelle shows up. Noelle joins the adventure, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm doing this all in real time. So I'm just gonna look up Sprite of Noelle. What sprite of Noelle should we use? I think I'll use this one. This one's funny. I'm doing this all in real time, so I have 2 other windows open, so you'll see it in just a moment. Oop. Well, board. Oh, and the what's it called? Every single space is random, so I'm gonna choose a spot at random. Or actually, you know what? Maybe you guys can choose if you want. Which here? Let me get. Let me just pull this over here. Current. Top. I can. Click. Oops, roll. Roll. So where should we add this one? I'll leave it up to you guys. We could just do it randomly if you want. But where should we add the Noelle joins on the Fun Gangs adventure? Where should we add it? We have a few blank spaces here. We got one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. Top right. We're thinking top right. The very top right. Next to Azrael or next to Papyrus? What are we thinking? Maybe right next to Azrael? Oh, see, I'm seeing top right corner under her dead dad. Under her dead dad. You guys need to chill. I see it. It does look like. Is it? It looks like. It looks like. Looks like it's. It does look like she's looking down. So maybe it would make more sense to do this because it looks like Noelle's looking down at top right next to Azrael. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of next to Azrael, so we'll do Azrael, and we'll just do this. Oh, hang on. That's. Oop. So we'll do. Well. Join the adventure, and then size it down. Is that too small to see? Is that too small? I don't think that's too small. Oop, it keeps doing the thing. Nope. Keeps opening up. There we go. Size it up ever so slightly. There we go. Oh, oop. There we go. I feel like it's gonna keep doing that, unfortunately. Do you think we will see the guy who tells us we are getting better at knocking every day? Oh, well, maybe. Maybe. I feel like isn't that also a bit from Undertale? I could have sworn that was also maybe like an Undertale bit. And I don't think we ever saw that person in Undertale. So there's a chance that we might not, unfortunately. Next one. Ooh, the next one is also a Noelle one. I'm reading off the ones from my BlueSky. Noelle possessed by the soul. Okay, this one's a little bit darker. We got another Noelle one, so let's see here. So let's see. So let me do this one darker. Oop. And we already have the soul in the center. Can just copy and paste that over. Okay, next one. So this one is for Noelle potentially being possessed by the soul. And I'm assuming that's like a weird route exclusive thing that could happen. Which if the weird route is going in the direction of Noelle is being made into our new vessel, then that could very well happen. So where should we put this one? Where shall we put this one? I feel like there's a good Noelle over here, so I'm thinking maybe like towards down here. And it might coincide with the versus Chris fight. That's something that also people were thinking about might happen, is that we might see a versus Chris fight, and that might be what all of those spinning knives were. I forgot that I accidentally collapsed the soul sprite. That's already been collapsed, so it's already part of the background image. I have an empty version as well that I'll probably show you guys in case you want it. Let me go ahead and just copy over another soul because I can't use the one I already made. Okay, so let's see. So I saw someone say underneath Rudy, which that works. Maybe we do this. Nope. Maybe organize it. Switch away. Like this. Maybe it's like the soul is like underneath Rudy. Maybe let me flip this. So now Noelle's looking in that direction. Text. Up there. We'll put Noelle like maybe like right there. See, the dilemma is now, where do I put the text? Maybe I'll put it, oh, here. You know what I'll do? Here, let me size it down a bit. I'm putting Noelle here. I'll put the soul there. And then oop. Let me do now. Maybe just Noelle vessel. Not very descriptive, but I think anyone looking at this might get the idea, might understand. There we go. So potential Noelle vessel. Okay, so we got one more, and then I'll start pulling ideas from chat. The text here says Gaster jump scare. I'm assuming that means Gaster talks to us again, which may happen. It might be a little early for Gaster to talk to us again, but it could happen. I could totally see that happening. What do I use for this one? What image should I use for Gaster talks to us again? Maybe I could just take like a screenshot from like some gameplay, I guess. I might have to come back to that actually. What we'll do is do that. Control C, Control V. Do there. And where should we put the Gaster talks to a space? Shall we put it in the center, right above the soul? Where shall we put this? I'll have to find a visual aid for that later, because technically, I think I do have a Mystery Man sprite on my computer somewhere. Maybe I can find it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me look for it. Right. Yes. Or maybe. Oh, I do. Never mind. Look at that. There we go. Add. There we go. We'll just use a Mystery Man sprite. Okay, where should we do? Above the soul. Above the soul. People are saying above the soul. Okay, sounds good. Okay. And nope. Gaster. 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 How should I word this? Gaster conversation, Gaster communication. How should I word this? Gaster text, I guess. Text. More Gaster text is probably what makes more sense. More Gaster text. Because it's almost it's pretty much like a given that we're gonna get some like Twitter / BlueSky text. Next, so we're saying Gaster cameo, maybe. I would put communication, but communication might be a little bit too long of a word. Let's try it. Communication. Oh, yep, nope, it's too long. Oh, well, we'll just put more text. There we go. Okay, so that is all of the ideas I pulled together from the community. Thank you everyone on the Discord and on BlueSky for submitting your things, your ideas for Chapter 5. So now we can start pulling some from you guys watching in the chat. So I saw a few already. I think someone said more December lore, which I really like. That sounds interesting. How do we feel about more December lore? Like more December stuff going on? Oh, yep, I see Apple Girlington too. Okay, yep. Well, I think that's a good one too. Let's see. I see more Sham lore. I don't think, is December on the board yet? I don't think December is on the board yet. So I think just because we should add December. Let me find the sprite of December in Chapter 3, I guess. If I can't find it, I'll just use the guitar from Chapter 4. December. Nope. Sepia. Sepia silhouette. Well, das sepia silhouette. And oh wait, no, oops, that's Noel's silhouette. Yes, silhouette. Oh, music stopped for some reason. Guess I went through the playlist. I guess I have to start again. I didn't realize I would have to do that. Yeah, it's fine. December. Okay, here we go. So there is December. And where shall we put December? More December lore. I think this can just be like all encompassing. We get more info on December, whether or not she is the knight. This is just like more December information. Birdly fucking dies. Who should we put? Should we put December right next to Noel? Right underneath Noel, but also across from Gaster. Next to Papyrus, yeah. Let me. That. There. More. Yes. Or do that, and that'll be like an all-encompassing thing. Like if we get like any new information about December. Okay. Okay, next one. I think I saw Apple Girlington, which I relatively recently learned about. What image should we use for that? Let me get this first. Let me see if I spelled this right, because I'm not an expert on this. Is this how it's spelled? Check my spelling, chat. Make sure I'm spelling it correctly, please. What should we use? What should we use? Is there an apple? I think there is. I think there is an apple sprite. I'm taking them directly from the game files, all the sprites that I'm using. There is an apple in the game. Yeah, that's right, because it's on Toriel's desk in Chapter 1, I believe. That is a good-looking apple. Apple. Okay. And where should we put this? I kind of put it here just so you guys could read it, but where should we put this? We got 3 more spaces. We got 3 more spaces left. We got 3 more spaces. We got here, here, and here. We have the apple. Spelled fine. Okay, good. Thank you. Just an apple for the funny. Should I put it? Should I put it right next to Chris? Let's put it right next to Chris's head. I think that's fitting. Emulate the flower scented shampoo, maybe. How's that sound? Some people are saying put it underneath Flowey. What do we think? What does Apple Girlington refer to? If my understanding is correct, it's a Toho Project OC that Toby Fox made a long time ago. And considering this, there's going to be a lot of Japanese inspiration and imagery in Chapter 5, there's a really good chance we could see a character with some Toho parallels coming in and being like a side character. Okay, so we got Deslore, Apple Girlington. And we got 2 more spaces for this one. Make sure it's all legible, understandable. There we go. A little close, but you can read it. Okay, what's the next one? What's the next one? I see Gundam mentioned. Like a Gundam fight. I kind of feel like they already did that in Chapter 2. I mean, maybe they'll do it again. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another, like, a Gundam Power Rangers fight. Ooh, a solo Rousey fight. That's good. That's a good idea. Score dies. Why is everybody dying? I guess because Rudy dies, I guess. It's just a full bingo board where it's like everyone dies. Chris dies, Rousey dies, Susie dies. Deltarune Chapter 5, everyone fucking dies. um, I've seen some people saying Flowey fight, some people saying Rousey's solo fight. I really like Rousey's solo fight. So I think maybe I'll put that underneath the Flowey, the genuinely nice Flowey character. Let's see. What sprite should I use for that? I think I have an idea. Chapter 4. Rousey. Where's that one? Does Rousey have a sprite where he locks in? Maybe like Rousey angry. I think I have a Rousey angry sprite. Hang on, let me see. Yes, I do. I do have that. Oh, and you know what? It'll look perfect. Hang on. Let me get it for you guys. Let me show you. If I can find it. Folder maybe? I made a custom Rousey angry sprite for a thumbnail. Trying to look for it and find it. If I can't find it, let me grab something really quick. If I can't find it, we'll just use this one. We'll just use this one. If I can't find it, let me see. No, I can't seem to find it, unfortunately. I'm sure it's here somewhere. It's probably just lost. On the desktop, maybe? No, it's not. Unfortunately, I'm probably disorganized. I'm too disorganized when it comes to stuff I make. This one works? Yeah. I should probably not worry too much about it. So let me put this right by the Flowey fight. Or not the Flowey fight, the genuinely nice Flowey. Oop. Hello. Say fight. Fight. Here we go. Okay, and we have one more. Yeah, one more space for this one. Yeah, one more space. Us versus Chris fight. Yep, I got that. It's right there. Versus Chris fight. Fifth Shadow Crystal. That one looks interesting. That one's interesting, maybe. More Sham lore. That's nice as well. Final Shadow Crystal. Maybe, yeah, Final Shadow Crystal. That seems like a pretty safe one. Shadow Crystal. Crystal. Might have to use... Oh, you know what? We'll make we'll combine two together. So we'll get a sprite of Sham, right? And we'll put Sham in the last thing. And then we'll put like we'll call it end of Shadow Crystal timeline quest line. We'll call it like end of Shadow Crystal quest line or something. And we will put them right in the last spot there. Oop, there's a big sprite. Oop. There. We'll put end of oh. A little bit, maybe we'll size down Sham a little bit here. Oop, end of Shadow Crystal Quest. Okay. Would you look at that? Look at that. Oh, hang on. Click. Okay. I would say this is pretty solid. Looks good. Looks good. How you guys doing on ideas? Do you guys think we have enough ideas to potentially make a second one? Maybe? Maybe a second one? Did I come too late? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. We'll see. Because we might be able to make a second one. We might be able to make a second one. Let's see. Yes, yes. I'm seeing a lot of yeses. I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Oh. So many more ideas. Okay, okay. Okay, let's do it then. So if you want to use and take this bingo board for yourself, I'm gonna be uploading it to the Discord server. If you don't want to go to the Discord server, or if you don't want to, or if you can't, I'll upload it to my BlueSky as well. And if you can't get it either of those ways, I guess just take a screenshot or something. But okay, so I'm gonna close this off for a second, and then I'm gonna get the template up. I get the template set up, so maybe we can make a second one. So get your ideas going, and maybe we'll make a second one. Let's see. Go. This. Okay, you know what? Let me just this. Okay, let me see if that. Oh, we gotta crop it down a little bit. You know what? Let me just fix this actually while I'm doing this. Let me fix this so you guys don't have to worry about this anymore. That's not what Okay. So then I just do transition up. There we go. It's all clean now. It's all gone. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so now let's start on the second one. So let's go ahead. Let's start cooking up some ideas here. Go ahead and just put them in the chat. Maybe I should start writing some of them down just so I don't miss any. I have reservations about putting my own theories on the board just because, I don't know, I just feel like it's weird. Maybe if we run out of ideas, I'll put my own theories on there. Okay, I see. Ooh, new soul color, more lake lore, death's face reveal. Okay, those are 3 awesome ideas. Okay, let's do it. Here, you know what? Let's use. So we use a thing of onion for that. Oh wait, no, cancel. We use a sprite of onion for that. The more lake lore, potentially going to the lake. Is it? Oh, it. Am I blind? What's going on? Ooh. In the game files, this sprite is titled Onion Menace. Oh wait, whoops. No. That. Click. And we're still off center again. I do this. It'll be center again. Okay, good. Okay. So now. Oh, where should we put it? Where should we put it? Where should we put it? So we have more lake lore. More lake lore. I suppose it doesn't really matter because we're just starting. You know, we'll just put it right here. We'll just put it right here. Doesn't matter too much. And maybe we should just do the next one like random. Let me go over here. Roll. Could just be able to do this. Nope, can't paste. Well, that stinks. We'll just make one text because why not? Because this is part of the image. That. Okay. That. Or lake door. pull it with the line spacing. There we go. Okay. And then next one I saw, I believe, was Death's face reveal. That one's pretty good. Do we use the same? You know what? Yeah, it's a different board. I can be a little lazy, right, guys? You guys won't get upset if I use the same sprite, right? Where should we put this one? Let's just put this one right there. No, we'll just put it right here. Death's face reveal. Oh, I see one for Pen of Hope. That one's pretty good. Yes. Face reveal. Face reveal when? Yes, face reveal. Chapter 5. Awesome. Pen of Hope. I'm seeing a lot of Pen of Hope. Ooh, I see Noel Knight. Okay, so we got Pen of Hope and Noel Knight. We'll do Noel Knight first, just because it's a little bit easier. I'll just put in this. Literally just putting them anywhere, because why not? Oop. Well. Go. And then, oh dang it, my memory. Pen of Hope, yes, Pen of Hope. I think I'll use a Gerson sprite for that. We'll use a Gerson sprite. I think that's pretty fitting. A Gerson writing at desk. Gerson. Okay, boop. And we'll go ahead and we'll just put Gerson. We'll put Gerson right around here. I'm just picking these spots at random. I love this track. I think it's called 12 a.m. And of Hope. And of Hope. I think it's going over the box there. Okay. So we have Pen of Hope. Rudy freaking dies. That's on the other one. That's on the other one. We need new ideas here. Old sprites, new ideas. Ooh, Susie learns about the player. That sounds good. Susie. Oh, here we go. I found a great one. Right. Oh, look. Maybe no. Go desktop. So we'll put you first. Full. There we go. And then we get Susie there. And where should we put this? Oh, I see Rouse Fire spell. That looks pretty cool. Technically we already saw Rouse do a. I guess maybe like an aggressive damaging spell. Maybe that's what you mean. Where should we put it? Where should we put it? Dang, you know what? Maybe, well. Oh, you know what? Actually, here. I think this is funnier. We'll put Susie like right there. No, it's like right next to Gerson, but I think this is funny. Susie, nope. Susie. Discovers soul. Maybe just Susie discovers player. Yeah, I think soul is more, because when Susie sees the soul, she's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, it's the soul. It's your soul, Chris." Susie doesn't know it's actually us. Gonna be the critical information that she lacks if she discovers us. And it's like Susie's like looking at the soul. You like that? What was the other one? Oh yeah, I saw Roaring Cliffhanger. That's pretty good. Apple Girlington. I saw that one. I saw that one. We already put that on the other bingo board. I think Rousey Fire Spell sounds pretty good. I don't know what sprite to use for that. Let me see. Like a fire spell that Rousey uses to attack in the battle. Because we do see Rousey use fire magic in Chapter 4. During the Balth Lizard fight. Let me see if I can find Rousey. Making fire. Here, let me see. Let me just type in fire. Firework, bullet. We see green fire. Person study fireplace. Can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, fire. Magic book fire. There we go. That's gonna be a little difficult because the squares are. You know what? I got this scale open. I can just add a quick border really quick. Yeah, I can just add a border to it. It's no big deal. Might as well. It's gonna take a little bit longer, so please bear with me. I'm gonna add a border here quick. The flame sprite is all white, so I have to add a border so you guys can actually see it on the bingo board. So please just bear with me. An outline is what I probably should say. I'm adding an outline to it. I think you could tell it wasn't meant to have a border. A little weird. Outline. Hit border again. Yeah, there we go. That doesn't look too bad. Fire. We'll call it like Rousey Fire Attack. We'll use this one. That. Again, we're just putting it anywhere. And then we'll put the fire there. Maybe we'll copy it a bit. Oh. Size it. Like, it's burning everything. Go. Cool. I'll say fire. Oh. These are great ideas, guys. These are great ideas. You guys are killing it right now. I should probably put some down here too. Okay, next ideas. Next ideas. Flower Man and the prophecy is actually talking about the flower Asgore is holding, trapped in the glass container, aka Asylum. Flower Man. Not sure if I know what you're referring to. Flower Man, you mean like the Forgotten Man? Roots? Ooh, the return of Roots? The return of Roots. Let me see if I can find a sprite for that. Yeah, that works. 2 Roots. Roots. Roots, roots, roots. Roots. Oop. Yep. And we'll put it down here because this area down here is looking a little sparse. Put that there. Do more. Okay, okay. Biblioc's song appears in Chapter 5. What song is that? Biblioc's song? Is that like... What song are you referring to? I'm trying to think like... what could that be? I'm seeing Blue Soul. And Secret Boss. I think that was the earlier one. That's Sans in Dark World. That technically it's the same, but yeah, we'll hold on to that one. We'll hold on to that one. We'll hold on to Sans Secret Boss. Asgore sleep in the Dark World just like Toriel. Oh my god. I don't know what I would do if that happened, but let's put it. Why not? Asgore. Can I find... me... Oh, here, hang on. I got a funny idea. You guys are gonna like this one. Stand by. Let me see if I can do this. Terrible. Asgore asleep. For the record, I really hope this doesn't happen, but this is a crazy idea, so let's start hearing some crack theories. There we go. I made a little Asgore's asleep. He ate the whole snack tray and he fell asleep. Let's put him up here. Oop. Asgore sleep all chapter. There we go. Yeah, you can still see that. Asgore X Alphys? That could potentially be something that happens. Maybe. Let's see. What sprite would I use for that? Alphys. Spelled Alphys wrong. Did I? Yes, I did. Alph. Yeah. Yeah, let me see if I can find. Oh, hang on. There we go. We'll use this sprite. Now, we'll use the sprite for it. Where should we put it? Let's put it down here at the bottom. It's like in general, like if there's any sort of like mention or hint, I guess. Oh. Next. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get some crazy theories in here. Let's get some crazy theories. This is all looking really good so far. Is he Sans waking us up? Asgore tanks a hit from chapter boss for Chris. Ooh. Ooh, maybe like Asgore sacrifice, maybe? The Yeah, let's do Sans. Let's do Sans wakes us up. Not that many Sans sprites in Deltarune. Might have to look into the Undertale folder. Oh, here we go. Wanna work. Sans. There we go. Let's put one down. Let's put it like right here, I guess. There's no particular place I'm putting these. Fan wakes us. See if that fits. That'll fit, right? There we go. Wonderful. Is he Papyrus Secret Boss? I think we did that one. Yeah, it's Papyrus Reveal. Ooh, I see Susie family lore. That looks good. That sounds pretty cool. Let me look a little bit here. I see Woody theory. I like Susie family lore. Let's do that. And then what we'll do is not a whole lot of visuals for that, but I think I'll just use it right. Susie. There's not a whole lot of references for that, so I'll just use the bench. Where should we put this one? Where should we put this one? It's getting a little cramped here, so I'll let you guys decide. Susie family lore. Okay, we got Susie family lore. And using the bench here. Where should we put this? Or on the Susie axis. What should we do? Should we do it vertical or horizontal? Do we put it underneath the Susie or where Susie's looking? Ooh, Starwalker. I see Starwalker. That one's pretty good. Where should we put it? Should we put vertical or horizontal? We put it on the vertical Susie axis or the horizontal Susie axis? Leftmost center row, I see. Leftmost center. There we go. That's a nice spot to put it. And then we'll do Susie family lore. A little bit difficult to read there. There we go. Okay, and what was that? What was that one I just saw? Oh, I see another Titan spawn. I see Papyrus Knight. Oh yeah, that's right, Starwalker. Okay, so I got Starwalker and Papyrus Knight here. I have just the sprite for this. 1 second. Where is it? Where did I put you? Papyrus. Where is it? Dang it, I had the perfect sprite for this. Here. Iris. There it is. I hope you guys like this one. I think I used this in a video before. Papyrus Knight. Where should we put Papyrus Knight theory? Papyrus Knight. Papyrus Knight. Where should I put the Papyrus Knight one? Yeah, let me get a Starwalker. I think I'll put Starwalker on there too. Starwalker. There you are. I'll put Starwalker like off to the side here. Row 1, column 5. Row is this way, right? I don't know why I always... This is what that is, right? I always mix up the rows and the columns because this is row, right? Horizontal And then column is 5, right? That's what that is? Right next to Asgore being asleep all chapter. There we go. Okay, so now for Starwalker. Star. Bam. Walker. Where shall we put Starwalker? Where shall we put the Starwalker? You think the knight's identity will be revealed soon? I mean, you could argue that the knight's identity was already revealed, but I guess there's still contention, which is understandable. But I do think chapter 5 will probably like give us like hard confirmation on who specifically the knight is. The only thing we can say like 100% definitively is the knight is a holiday. Which holiday? Who knows? In free space, the free space is already. That's not how that works. The free space is already there. Corner near December. Yeah, let's put it. Wait, yeah. That there. Me. Go. Nope. Starwalker there. Starwalker text there. There we go. I like how that looks. You size it down ever so slightly. There we go. Starwalker. The Starwalker tier. The Starwalker space. Well, thank you, Lilico. Thank you so much. I see all-in Rudy Knight. It wouldn't make any sense to put a bunch of knights next to each other, would it? Maybe like that would be pretty funny though. Ooh, I see Omega Flowey type secret boss. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to go into the Undertale files for this one. Well, and okay, so we're Undertale. Let's go Flowey. What Flowey sprite should we use? Because we can't use the full Omega Flowey. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Here, we'll use this one. Good. Flowey. Ball. This one's good. Oop. There we go. Just the face. We can't put the whole thing in because the Omega Flowey thing is a bunch of different sprites that are combined together in game, so we'll just use the face. Where shall we put this one, chat? MatPat is Sans, is Des, is Chris, is Ness, is Roig Knight, is Papyrus. Yeah, let's put it down here. Next to Susie, or underneath Susie. Oops. Layers here. Oh, some people are saying next to Rousey. Ooh, that makes sense. Let me see. I'm seeing next to Rouse. I see next to Asgore sleeping. We'll put it in between Asgore sleeping and Rouse. We'll put it there actually. We do can't do Flowey's secret boss. Like I mean, you know, yeah, I think people will know what it means. I don't think people will actually know that, like, because we're not saying that the secret boss is literally going to be Flowey. It's going to be like a, maybe I'll put like Flowey-esque secret boss, maybe. Secret boss. Flowey-esque secret boss. Sure. John Pork. Because why not? Oh, under this a bit. I'm seeing curdly moments. People want curdly moments. Okay. Let's see. Well, here, let's get back to the Deltarune write files first. Deltarune. Birdly. Wait, no. Files there. Oop. Grab a Birdly spray. Actually, I think I should already have a Birdly spray. Yes, I do. Here we go. We'll do a Birdly Sprite and a Chris Sprite. There's a Birdly Sprite. And I'll find a Chris Sprite. Where's my Chris folder? There it is. Here we go. I think you guys will like this. This is for the curdly people. Got a little blushing Chris, and then we got Birdly, hyperfixating, and info dumping. That sounds good. Where should we put the curdly moment, chat? Birdly moment. Birdly moment. A Chris talking scene. Technically, Chris has spoken in the past. We just can't hear them. So maybe like Chris voice reveal, maybe on the cursed access. which whatever do you mean? Which axis is the cursed axis? Below the free space? Okay. I see next to Sands, below the free space. Let's do it. There we go. This is like Birdly info dumping, and then Chris is like such a nerd. There we go. There we go. We fight the sun. What was that other one? Oh yeah, the maybe Chris voice reveal. Maybe we hear Chris's voice sound. Let me see. Chris. Here. So we'll do this. That. Chris voice reveal. Maybe like text sound here. So txt.snd reveal. There we go. Your text sound. Because I'm pretty sure that's the file format for all the different characters talking sounds. txt.snd. Where should we put this? Looking a little sparse on this side, so maybe we'll just put it right over here. Maybe we'll just put it right here underneath Gerson. Oop. There we go. This is looking really good, guys. I really like it. I know I've said that a bunch, but I actually really like it. Ooh, seeing Metaton outside. That's a good one. A Metaton. Maybe we get to see Metaton in Deltarune. Oh, dang it. I gotta go back to the... Dang it, now I gotta go back to the Undertale sprites. Dang it. Asgore will start huffing galaxy glass. What? Dang it, 1 second, I gotta go all the way back to the Undertale sprites. Metaton. From Metaton's overworld sprite. Metaton's actual overworld sprite. Perhaps, maybe? Here, Metaton gets the new body. For some reason I can't find it. Well, dang it. For some reason I can't find it. It must have some obscure name. Let's just get Metaton with the dress. Metaton. White world. We'll just use this one. Where should we put this one? Maybe I'll put it right next to Asgore, so we can complete the center. Metaton. Light world. Now it says down ever so slightly. Right. Fight the sun. Let's do fight the sun. Oh dang, what sprite do I use for that? Oh, there's a sun prophecy sprite. Bank. Oh, there we go. There's a regular sun sprite. During the La Nino and El Nino fight. Fight the sun. Oop. Go. And where shall we put fight the sun? Where shall we put fight the sun? Next to Starwalker? Yeah, that fits. That fits. Fight the sun. What if the sun at the end of the trailer is Starwalker? What if what if when the sun appears, like if Starwalker is like in your pockets, what if the sun has a face and it's just Starwalker? That's good. There we go. Um, what next? What's next? Ooh, a Mew Mew Kissy Cutie boss. I mean, I'd say this is probably the best time to do it. It's like a mad Mew Mew boss fight. Is there a Mew Mew? Is that would track, cause I think Alphys gave Asgore some like comics. If those were Mad Mew Mew comics, then they could definitely Mad Mew Mew could definitely make an appearance. Oh no. Oh dang it. Dang it, Mad Mew Mew sprites are only in the Switch version, aren't they? Dang it. Maybe I'll just put Mad Dummy for now. Yeah, we'll just put Mad Dummy for now. Unless anyone knows where I can get a Mad Mew Mew sprite really quick, we'll just use the Mad Dummy. You boss. Where shall we put the Mad Mew Mew? Where should we put? Where should we put the Mad Mew? We see Azrael. Azrael. We have an Azrael reveal in the first one. This is the first one we made. We finished up this one at the beginning of the stream. Now we're making a new one, just purely from chat ideas. Ooh, we should do a Newbert idea. We should do a Newbert one. By the roots. Oop. Oop. Just leave that there. If I find a Mad Mew Mew sprite, I'll change it. Newbert. Newbert idea. Let's come up with a Newbert idea. Newbert's easy. Newbert. Newbert. Should it be like Newbert reaches Super Saiyan 3, maybe? Maybe like Newbert power level reveal or something like that. Ooh, maybe a Newbert fusion. I like that. I like that idea. Newbert, Trashy, and Orb all fused together. Fusion dance. We'll use this for now. We don't have the other version, obviously. I like that idea. Newbert fusion. Fusion dance. That's good. Oh man, we're running out of space. And here I was thinking we wouldn't have enough ideas. We're running out of space, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more spaces. We gotta make these last ones good. Where shall we put it? Where shall we put it? Yeah, I think very carefully about this. This could be the difference between getting a bingo and not getting a bingo. This will complete any of 4 different potential bingos, so we gotta choose wisely here. I'm thinking Newbert would... I'm thinking right here. I think this would be a good spot for it. There. There we go, Newbert Fusion Dance. Oh, some people are saying by Chris. See, maybe by Chris, right? Maybe like right above Mad Mew Mew. Yeah, I'll put it here. I see more blood lore, maybe like a blood clarification or more reference to blood. Oh yeah, that's right. I did notice that one earlier. The roaring cliffhanger, where the roaring happens. We'll do that, and then maybe we'll do blood lore too. Roaring. We'll use the night for this one. Here we'll get a sprite of the night aura farming. Oh. Apparently I already have that. Where is it? Huh. I don't see it. Why is it saying that I have it already? There it is. Okay, I do have it. Okay. Roaring cliffhanger. Okay. That. And where should we put the roaring cliffhanger? Roaring. Because I'm certain there's gonna be some kind of cliffhanger at the end of chapter 5. Funny story. I thought initially the Roaring Night was gonna be revealed at the end of chapter 4, and I was wrong. Make a roaring axis? Where would that even be? We only have 4 spots left. We only got 4 spots left. By onion? By onion, let's see. Right underneath Papyrus Knight. That's perfect. That's perfect, actually. Look, they look so similar. Of course Papyrus is the knight. Have you ever seen Papyrus and the Roaring Knight in the same place? I don't think so. Dang, the word cliffhanger is a little bit too big. It's legible. It's legible. You can read it. It should be fine. Blood lore. That was one. Oh. Hmm. 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 Do I still have that one sprite of Susie where her hand is bleeding? Yes, I do. Dang it, it's a GIF file. I can quickly remake it. Getting a... I get a deep red. Made a custom... PNG. Here we go. Blood. I think blood clarification. Although that might not fit on the actual board itself. Where should we put the blood lore base? We got 3 spots left. Go. Oop, there we go. Oop. Blood lore. There we go. Go. Okay, so where should we put it? Should we put it next to Noelle, underneath Noelle, or underneath Rouse? Where should we put it? The row 3 under Rouse? Under Rouse? Some people are saying on the Susie axis. This makes sense. This makes sense. Oh wow, I didn't even realize we made a Susie row, kind of. We got Susie family lore, Susie discovers the soul, and Pen of Hope, that's kind of Susie. And then we kind of have... yeah, well, the blood lore isn't technically about Susie specifically, but, you know. I think the more accurate naming for the space would be like a clarification on the blood. But that won't fit, so we'll just do blood lore for now. Let me move the root sprite down quick. And well, technically I'm moving it up so I can... Probably not the most efficient way of doing this, but every single one of these sprites is a layer. Can't do it, dang it. Oh, that's annoying. The snapping is so annoying. That's fine, I'll just have to deal with it. Okay, guys, two more spaces. We got 2 more spaces. Let's hear it. Let's see, I'm seeing a lot of Newbert versus the Sun, but guys, we already have Fight the Sun. We have a Newbert one, and we have Fight the Sun. Do we really want Newbert Fight the Sun? Even though we already have a Nubert and a Sun. Nubert Kamehameha. Eevee Darkner? What? Birdly dies. Rudy dies. We already had Rudy dies. We had this one. Ooh, art therapist reference? Maybe. I feel like that's kind of more roots. I feel like that's kind of more roots coded. Seeing a lot of pure crystal. Okay, we'll do pure crystal. What do I use for pure crystal? Chris Toll. Chris is tall. Oh wait, hang on. I can't find a completed pure crystal sprite, obviously, because it's not in the game yet. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, guys. Pure crystal. Crystal. There we go. I took one of the triangles from the prophecy panel because I don't have a pure crystal thing. So pure crystal. Okay, got 2 more spots left. Do we put it? I think the placement is fitting either way. But should we put it like underneath Noel or to the right of Noel? Probably use the black shard sprite. I was looking for it, but for some reason I couldn't find it. I was looking for the black shard sprite. I looked up black shard. I looked up the black shard. And it just wouldn't come up. If somebody knows the name of the black shard sprite, we can use that instead. If somebody can find it for me real quick, that'd be great. When it right at Noel. Oh no. Go. Okay. A lot of people want Newbert versus the Sun, so we'll do it. We'll do for the last one. We'll do Newbert versus the Sun. Huh. We already have. Do Newbert. Newbert Sun. There. Yeah, let me look for Sun Sprite. And because there's literally like only 2 sun sprites in the game and the other one's like a prophecy panel, we'll just run. All of the text somewhere. Where's the text? Oh, it's probably just I can't. Wait, no. Oof. Oh. Last one. Newbert versus Sun. There we go. There we go. There we go. In all its glory. 100% made by all of you guys. It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny if like this one doesn't work, but this one does. It'd be so funny if we get a bingo with this one instead of the other one. Let's make a 4D bingo card. Alrighty. So let's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save both of these and I'll just upload them to the old Discord server. One moment. Hey yo, Nighthawk, how you been? I've been doing pretty good, Leaf. How you been doing? Deltarune tomorrow. Deltarune tomorrow. We can make a third. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Hang on, we gotta actually. Here, let me make sure I save both of these so we don't lose our progress here. Let's do. Which one is this? Did I save this one? Board 2. I think I might have the first one. I don't think I can. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, good. Board 3. Wonderful. Amazing. Oop. Post that. Oh, one thing that I forgot, but we'll talk about right now because we have time. Someone from my Discord server named Moxus, posted a link for a little Deltarune Chapter 5 survey. So I guess we can do that. Let's do that, because why not? Let me post both of these here really quick. Three. Boards. It is. So now that. So now let us see. So now we're going to move on to the next thing that we're going to be doing is this. Oh, I think I have to. Do I have it open? I don't have it open. Wait, no, I do. I do. Here we go. That's me. And then there it is. Wait. Anything? Okay. So. Okay. So I'm gonna post the link for it. Actually, I can't because thing is messing up. So hang on. Let me see if I can post it on my phone. So user Moxus in my Discord server, a little bit before the stream went up, posted this link to a little chapter 5. What's it called? Survey. That's the word. Survey. And I haven't done this yet, so we'll just do this here, because why not? Go and get for it. There we go. Start this in just a second. I'm going in completely blind with this. I haven't done this yet. I'm going to link it in chat just so you guys can do it yourselves if you want to follow along. You know, OBS is being weird, so 1 second. Sorry, stand by. We are literally just going to do this. Okay, there we go. You guys should see it in a couple of seconds. You guys should see it now. There we go. This is a little, what's it called? A little chapter 5 survey that we're going to be doing. Because why not? It's nice to get a little, like a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A sample size of what everyone's thinking before the new chapter drops. And I'm assuming, I'm hoping that when Moxus has the time, I hope they'll post the results for it on the Discord server too. That would be nice. Because I'd be very interested to see what the results of this are. Okay, so let's do this. A last-minute survey to check fandom predictions and expectations. There's about 20 questions. We'll be able to answer this up to June 24th. Questions are numbered 1 to 10. 1 to 10, ask rate how likely something is. 0 is 0% likely. 10 is 100% likely. Okay, so we're going by likeliness. Wonderful. And then here's all their handles for Discord, Twitter, and BlueSky and whatnot. And oh, here's my personal email. This is the personal email for my channel in case you guys ever want to contact me in any capacity whatsoever. Let's see. So, will there be a dark world in the Flower King flower shop during Chapter 5? I think it's very likely. If it is like a subversion, and if it is a subversion, it would be kind of like how do I say this? It would be kind of a strange subversion that, like, in Chapter 4, Chapter 5 is set up as like you know, the field of pink and gold, you know, a king. I think, what was the prophecy panel say? The flower king trapped in asylum or something, and then like the shop is actually called the Flower King. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if it's not in the Flower King like flower shop, but it would be a strange subversion to have. But I think that it's pretty likely. And the thing is, if Chapter 4 has taught us anything, is that there's no like rules to this, right? there's no rules. We can have as many Dark Worlds in one chapter as we want. So just because we have a Flower King Dark World doesn't mean aren't going to have like a Dark World somewhere else. Because some people were theorizing that the Dark World was also going to appear in some people thought the Dark World was also just going to be just like it was going to be a festival Dark World. You're just at the festival because what I can't remember which one it was. One of the NPCs was setting up flowers and vines and stuff as like decorations in preparation for the festival. So I'm thinking roughly like an 8-ish. It's not 100% likely. It's like 80% likely. Maybe no. We'll just go. I'm just gonna go with my gut reaction because why not? So when will the Flower King Dark Fountain be open? So it will be open during Chapter 5. It will have already been open before the start of Chapter 5. I'm not too sure about that because I'm assuming Chapter 5 is going to pick up the morning after Chapter 4. I'm assuming that. There could be a time skip. We don't know. Or there won't be. I think there will be. And... Interesting. I think it would just be safe to say that it will be open during Chapter 5. Yeah. Ooh, this is an interesting question. Who will open the Chapter 5 Dark World? Who will open the Chapter 5 Dark World? Let's see. So we have the Knight, Asgore, Carol, Chris, Susie, Noelle. Considering how ingrained Asgore is, like actually like having his own prophecy panel, there could be. Oh, I just realized Moxus is in chat. Hello, Moxus. Hello. Question 2 is a bit of a dud. I was thinking about the double doors and how we haven't seen inside them. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely a good chance that there's the what's it called, that there'll be a Flower King Dark World. Now the question of who's going to open it. A lot of you guys in chat are saying Asgore, which is definitely possible. But see, the way that I see everything is like how it is right now. I don't think Asgore is in a position to where Carol or the Knight or whoever would have shown him how to make a Dark World yet. Because, like, Asgore is involved a little bit, but he doesn't know everything that's going on. That's where I think Asgore is at. And, like, Asgore is on, like, a need-to-know basis with, like, any information that may be about the roaring or the fountains or what have you. Considering if we are to go forward with the understanding that Carol understands how to open up a dark fountain, which she probably does. Would Carol actually, trust Asgore with the information of how to open a dark world? That's where I have my reservations about Asgore doing it. There is absolutely a chance that Asgore is the one who opens up the dark world. If he does, he'll probably do it like out of anger or something. Or jealousy, as the what's the word, when Gerson was going through the story. I think the safest bet would probably be the Roaring Knight. Now, I also do kind of have a theory that Susie is going to open up a dark world, and the reason why she does that is because she has this plan. A lot of people think that the Pen of Hope that we see in the Chapter 5 trailer is it's essentially a friend or the Tail of Hell or whatever, luring Susie in and like trying to deceive her or something, and that's like, no, Susie, don't do that. That meme of Gerson that's been floating around where it's like, no, Gerson, no, Susie, the Pen of Hope is supposed to be symbolic. Don't, no, that's the Tail of Hell, Susie. But my personal theory of what like why Susie would open up a dark world is specifically she's trying to manifest the Pen of Hope as like an actual thing that can fight the night in some capacity. But I'm not going to pick that because, you know, that's there's not really a whole lot of evidence to support that. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. I gotta drink water. So we'll just go with the Roaring Knight for now. Will we see or battle Friend in Chapter 5? I think we will. I think we'll definitely see Friend. And if the trend continues where Friend is like, you know, essentially stalking Chris throughout the dark worlds as they did in, you know, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, if it continues, then I definitely think we will see, you know, Friend. It's very likely we will, or maybe even we'll see like the true form of Friend, because right now we've only seen like the face that is associated with Friend. I think it's very likely, 90%. Oh, thank you, Rowan. Thank you, Rowan, so much. Thank you. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just excited for Asgore. Oh, we know you are. We know you. We know you love your Asgore, Rowan. We know you. There's a problem with the Discord link. Interesting. That should be a fresh link, unless somehow it hit the cap already. I don't think it is capped. I should mention you can't join the Discord if you're under the age of 18. I should mention that. It is a 18 plus only server. So that might be why you're having trouble. Invite to server. I don't think... Yeah, no, there was no limit. Yeah, there wasn't a limit. That's probably why. Okay, moving on. Next question. Will there be an Outworlds... Outworlds? Outer Worlds. Will there be an outdoors dark fountain, a roaring-like event, darkness seeping into the light world during the festival? That is an interesting question. Because technically we've already seen a dark world leak into the light world, because that's technically what was happening at the end of Chapter 3. That's something we saw. And because at the end of Chapter 2, Chris opens the front door to their house. So technically that entire time, the dark world was like seeping out, but it didn't really change the surrounding area too much. So it could be like it could be because like you need maybe like a really, really strong dark fountain to be able to like change the outside area in a meaningful way. That could be the reason why we haven't seen a dark world just opened up like in the middle of the street yet. Happy 35k. Thank you, silly cat. Thank you so much. I think the thing with Friend is it feels like another Mike-esque situation, although obviously different, so banking on an actual fight feels off. I sort of agree, but I also sort of think, in a way, you could argue that we have already fought Friend, because during the secret boss of Chapter 3, you could argue if they are, like, of the same entity, then you could argue that we have already fought them, in a way. As far as like an outdoors dark fountain, oh, I think it's much more likely that a roaring like event would happen where like, I think I'm gonna sit at a nice even 70% on that. I'm gonna take a break really quick. I've been sitting here drinking water for 2 hours. I gotta use the little bird's room. I'll be right back. come back and I come back and I sit at my computer desk. I see I can't hear Hawk anymore. Did he step away? No, he died. He's dead. Nighthawk is dead. But yes, I am back. Okay. Let's see here. Who will be the main final boss of Chapter 5? I think it's very likely that we haven't seen them yet. I think the only instance of us seeing the end boss of a chapter, like before the chapter even begins, is like Tenna. Yeah, well, I guess you could count the Roaring Night. Well, no. Because technically the Titan was, because we didn't see the Titan. But Tenna would probably be the only instance of that. So we have some options here. We have Asgore. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think Asgore would ever fight Chris. I don't think Asgore would ever fight Chris under any circumstance. Friend, that could be a good one. Carol is very likely. That is, of course, assuming Carol's even going to be there. We could get a Roaring Night rematch, or we could get Darkness comprised of the different flowers. I like the idea of another Roaring Night rematch. That's something that supposedly Susie seems very invested in. I'm really liking the idea of like a Roaring Night rematch, although I don't think we'll get it. Nighthawk, you should review Soya Desu's theory about Des. I haven't heard of it, but I'll give it a watch when I get a chance. I'm glad a lot of people agree Chris versus Asgore feels out of character. Yeah, I don't. Even if, like, let's say Asgore was like under the assumption that he was like dreaming and like it wasn't really Chris that he was fighting. Like if it wasn't really Chris, I think even still Asgore wouldn't fight Chris. It's probably going to be more of like a flower-themed Darkner. I think that's more likely. I really like the idea of a Roaring Night rematch, but what it's probably going to be the Golden Flower Darkner, if there is a Golden Flower Darkner. The only way I see Asgore fighting Chris is if it was training testing battle, not legitimate battle. Oh yeah, maybe like a little sparring match. Come on, Chris, let's have a rousing round of fisticuffs. Who will be the secret boss of Chapter 5? So we have Friend, the Flower Darkner, a Western cowboy related character, Blue Cyan flower character. Who would be like the secret boss? You know what? I'm gonna throw a curveball here just to mess with the sample size really quick. I'm gonna do the secret boss of Chapter 5 is the Chris solo fight, because I really like the idea of a Chris solo fight where it's just like Chris is like fed up with us and they just like start attacking us, or maybe it's like another tug of war between us and Chris, and it manifests in the form of a fight. I really like that idea. It's like maybe we do a specific set of things and like Chris is like, nope, you're not doing that, so they rip us out, because that is a subversion that we haven't seen yet, that I'm anticipating that we will see. Chris ripping out the soul in the middle of a dark world, which some people think is impossible. I could totally see why, although I would argue it's a little inconclusive on whether or not it is possible or not. But I can totally see why it would be like not possible for Chris to remove the soul while inside of a dark world. Will there be any Western cowboy themes in Chapter 5? I'm 50-50 on this, and the reason why is because there is like a chance that Asgore will be the one to open up a dark fountain. However, I will say it does, based on like everything we've seen in the trailer so far, it seems like it's going to be mostly like Japanese inspired. So maybe there'll be some wiggle room for like some Western imagery to come in. Maybe not. So I'm kind of like 50-50 on this. So we'll sit at an even 5. I like the idea of mid-fight something like this happens where a fun gameplay side would be trying to wrestle control of Chris. Ooh, I like that too. Like maybe like ooh, here's a fun idea. Maybe it's kind of like a Tenna situation at the end of chapter 3. Maybe like there's like a Darkner who has like a history with Chris. Maybe they're like about to say something that Chris doesn't want them to say. Maybe like somehow that Darkner knows everything about Chris and they're about to tell Susie and Rouse about it. And then Chris is like, no, we have to fight. And Chris tries to fight the enemy, but the soul, we're trying to spare the enemy so that the actual enemy can like we're wrestling control of Chris. Like Chris like goes in the menus and tries to select the fight option, and then like we have to like stop them. I think that's a pretty good idea, I think. Robot, cowboy, samurai, outside. Who is the Roaring Knight? This is just what I believe, okay? We don't have to fight about it. It's all good. We don't gotta fight about it. We can talk about it, but let's just all be cool here. So yeah, I've been pretty much ever since the new chapters dropped, 3 and 4. I've been pretty much December Knight all the way. Something that I think has relatively recently been sprouting up is the possibility of Noel Knight. And Noelle potentially has like this like alter ego or maybe like an alternate side of her personality that's been repressed by past trauma, which would be an interesting plot point. Although I will just say I'm answering this survey for myself, so I'm a December Knight believer. Jockington Knight theory. Yep. Oh wait, yeah, that's true. We know for a fact that Jockington's the Knight. Okay, let's move on. Just for fun, who is your favorite Roaring Knight candidate regardless of likelihood? Which reveal would make you the happiest the most? So, like I just said, I'm a firm December Knight believer, but what Roaring Knight candidate would I like the most? Which would be the most interesting to me? Which would be the most, like... What is my personal favorite? Because, I guess it would be December. Considering that I am, like, it's like, you know, obviously it's like, I like December the most because I think it's December. But I'm thinking to myself, would I enjoy it more if it was like a darkness entity or like a copy of Chris? Like it's like a part of Chris's soul that was like split from them. Because I'm still holding out for some kind of like soul split theory. Rudy. Hey, this is my survey, okay? This is my survey. You can do the survey if you want to. It's pinned. It's pinned right there. Super Saiyan Newbert. If it was like a darkness entity that was like independent from any character that we heard about so far, it would kind of take away any of the possibility of like December being morally ambiguous or potentially being like, because if December is the night, depending on the context of the situation, it could end up being like December's like morally dubious or maybe even like pragmatic in her actions if it is December. That does it depends on a lot of things. It depends on if she's cognizant of her actions. It depends on if she has a good reason for her actions, or if she doesn't, if she's doing it for selfish reasons. The context all depends. But I feel like the question of that would make the story so much more interesting. Like the conversation of that. And I feel like that would be so much more like interesting to talk about. So maybe I wouldn't prefer it if it was just some like darkness entity that was independent from December. We'll just go with December. December. And oh yeah, this next question. Who is on the phone with Chris when text boxes are gray and spiky? I feel like it's, even though this is like talked about quite a bit, I feel like it is pretty cut and dry. It is Carol, because when Chris is in Noelle's room right after Susie snatches the guitar away, the voice on the phone is like, "I'll be right there," and Carol is the only one who shows up. So it's just like, I feel like that's kind of cut and dry, even though some people argue it's someone else, or think it's someone else, not Carol. Oh, interesting. More than one individual. That is an idea that I threw out there after the new chapters dropped. A new the idea is the normal like text is like Carol, but the red text is like the night. Maybe it's like a group call sort of thing. Aside from just like the association of the color red and the night, there isn't really too much information to like back that up. I really like the idea that it's more than one individual. I would say definitively it's Carol. Well, this is interesting. The question specifically says Ray and Spiky. It doesn't really say like a specific font. But I think just for safety, I'm just gonna do Carol, because we know for a fact it's Carol is one of them. But there is a chance that the red text might be the night, but who knows? Papyrus Knight, but the fun gang beats him up so bad he turns stupid and Sans uses the Gaster machine to take him to Undertale. Who speaks to Chris during the Chapter 3 sword mini-boss fight? This is definitely an interesting theory that's been that's popped up recently, that the secret boss of Chapter 3 is Ram. I really like the theory, but my only reservation about that is that right before you actually fight the Shadow Mantle holder enemy, Ram is pretty much like more than halfway turned to stone, and we've never seen like an instance of a Darkner. We've seen instances of a Darkner turning somewhat to stone, but we've never seen them turning back. It doesn't seem like a process that you can go forward and backward. It seems like you can only go one way. There are instances with rules where like the Darkner turns like to stone up to their neck, but I don't think it's a process that can be undone. And I feel like Ram would need access to like hands to be able to move the Shadow Mantle holder boss around. So that would be my only reservation about the sword mini boss fight being Ram. I do like the idea though, but I don't think it's 100% possible. Nighthawk Night Theory. It was me the whole time. I am the Night Hawk. Two up. No, okay. Um, get the music going again. Who do I think it is? For some reason, I feel like it makes sense to say it was Friend who Chris and us were fighting. I feel like it does make sense, but for some reason my gut is telling me it isn't. Like, for some reason, my gut is telling me that friend is a separate entity than the one we were fighting, which is why, like, the concept of friend, of course, it's assuming that friend is a character, you know, quote unquote friend is like their own character who has their own agenda to carry out, and not just like what's the word I'm looking for? A colloquialism that the community has adopted to attribute to the face with the pink and gold eyes. So I think realistically it would be a different entity who has been unnamed as of right now. I don't think we'll get the answer to this in Chapter 5, but I do think it would be cool if we did. But I think for now, I think we'll just go with a different unnamed entity. What is Rousey's light world object true nature? So we got the Horde handband, the knife, the different mundane object, a magical artifact copy of another character, some sort of pure darkness, a metaphysical concept distinct from pure darkness. So my personal theory about Rousey is sort of like this, but I'm going to be very specific. My specific theory about Rousey is that he is Chris's friend. Hope I spelled friend wrong. Oops. Chris's lost imaginary friend. This is my theory that I've locked in for like several months at this point, I think. There's a good chance that I'm wrong, but I decided to just lock it in anyway because I don't see anyone else talking about the possibility that Rousey's an imaginary friend. The reason why I think this way is because, well, Rousey and the Shadow Mantle holder, they share a lot of similar characteristics. They have relatively similar appearances. They both have like horns on their heads. Even like the mouth structure looks a little similar to Rousey. And very not so much talked about detail about Rousey is that Rousey can change his form. There's like this what's the word I'm looking for? This lampshade, a literal like lampshade effect that Rousey's hat had at the end of Chapter 1. There's this animation where if Rousey in Chapter 1 uses an item, Rousey will lift up his hat and he'll stay like completely like black, like in shadow in Chapter 1. So what that tells me is that the hat doesn't matter. Rousey was like hiding his appearance regardless. Now, was that Rousey's true form? Was that the form Rousey chose to hide his actual face from Chris? That's neither here nor there at this point. It could be either or. What I think is that Rousey was just hiding how he actually looked. So that connection to friend, and essentially that I think that friend is going to be an imaginary friend all their own. That is why I believe that Rousey is Chris's imaginary friend. I explained this better in my final predictions video for Chapter 5. I'm kind of not doing a good job of explaining it right now, but in my last predictions video before Chapter 5, I explained it so much better. So if you want like a full like rundown on why I think Rousey's an imaginary friend, just go watch that. Will Gaster / the intro voice ever appear in a visible form? I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because I think Gaster, in whatever method or whatever classification of existence that in whatever classification of existence that Gaster resides in, I think it resides like either in the game files themselves or completely outside the structure and the device of the game itself. So I don't think we'll physically see Gaster. If we do, it'll be similar to like how the player is represented in game via the soul. That's how I think that'll be represented. So I'm gonna leave that at a 3. Gather. Gather. Hello, I am W.D. Gather. Will the Eggman ever appear in visible form? The Eggman, otherwise known as the Forgotten Man, it is possible because we do see, because if you guys don't know this, there is also a Forgotten Man in, I think it's Mother 1, if I remember correctly. There's a Forgotten Man, in the Magic Cant Forest, if I remember correctly. Or it's like the caves. There's like a cave, because the Forgotten Man is like a reference to the Mother series. Because there's a very similar character who you talk to and you see at first, but then when you choose to forget about the Forgotten Man in the Mother games, the Forgotten Man disappears. So that's where I'm assuming the most of the inspiration for the Forgotten Man in general comes from. So, will they appear to us in like physical form? I would say so. I'm kind of 50-50. Because you do physically see the Forgotten Man does have a sprite in the Mother games, and then, you know, he disappears. By chance, did that come up on the mic? Did you guys just hear a massive, like, explosion of thunder on the microphone? You may have noticed I randomly stopped talking, and that's because this massive explosion of thunder and lightning. Oh, you guys heard my mic disconnect? Can you hear me now? My internet is still going, so... I thought that was my computer. Okay, good. So I guess the microphone didn't pick it up. That was loud. Oh, that's all you heard? Okay. That's fine. So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, there's like, I'm like 50-50 on the whether we'll actually see the Forgotten Man. What does the final prophecy describe? Considering how much information we have, which is non-existent, there's a very good chance that it could be any of these. It could just be like something bad happens in general. But going by like what Susie says, like, you know, you wouldn't let that happen, Chris wouldn't let that happen, I wouldn't let that happen, I think it has something to do with Noelle. I think that's where I'm at right now. And considering that we know Noelle's going to be there at the festival, there could be a very good chance that Susie is like, oh, hey, Noelle, come and hang with us. But, like, you know, Susie's trying to keep her eyes on Noelle so Noelle doesn't get hurt or anything. So that's where I'm at. I'm pretty sure it has something specifically, something bad's going to happen to Noelle. Not so much Susie, but Noelle. Will there be a... Oh, Bergen truck. Okay, I was like, wait, what is that? I was like, it's the me, you know, drive it in my car. I couldn't remember what that was for a second. Will there be an Asgore music reference in Chapter 5? I would say so. I would say it's very likely. I would say there's a good like 90% chance that, at the very least, maybe I'll go down to like 80%. Because I think there'll probably be like there's probably more likely a chance that there'll be like a leitmotif of Asgore's theme that shows up. I think that's a lot more likely. And here we go, final 2 questions. Will there be a Your Best Friend Flowey's theme music reference? Dang. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm thinking about how, like, Flowey's theme is, like, your best friend. And then, like, the name friend. I think it's very likely, actually. Because what if, like, friend, the entity we know right now as friend, comes through as, comes through and is, like, the Flowey parallel? Yeah, I think I'd go with a 90%, considering, like, we've already had, like, references to a potential character named Friend. I would say there's a very likely chance that we'll get, like, a Flowey leitmotif. And then finally we get, will Megalovania return in Deltarune? I say it's very likely that it will return in Deltarune. I would say definitely it'll return in Deltarune. I don't think it'll return in Chapter 5. I think that'll probably be, like, more like a Chapter 6 thing. I would say it would definitely return. The song has become so, like, famous and, like, culturally significant to the Undertale Deltarune community. It would be crazy if it didn't come back. Any final comments? None too much, so I guess we'll just do Deltarune tomorrow. Tomorrow. Did I spell that right? No, I didn't. Tomorrow. I always put an extra M in tomorrow for some reason. Always bet on Birdlovania. Okay, so that's all the questions answered. That is everything. I put in some of my ideas. So yeah, if you wanna go do the survey for yourself, the person who made it, Moxus, is in chat. Thank you very much for doing this. Thank you for making this. This was a very big surprise. I was not expecting this. This was a nice little surprise. But yeah, it should be still pinned. It's pinned. It's in the pinned comment right there. Megalovania will not return in Avengers Deltarune. Oop. And I'll go ahead and I'll submit it. Wait, some questions need attention. What'd I miss? Hang on, did I miss something? Let me look. Oh, I guess I accidentally unchecked a box. There we go. Your responses have been recorded. Wonderful. Megalovania will return. Alrighty. So that is the bulk of everything I wanted to get done today. I was kind of like, I didn't necessarily have any reservations about doing this, but I was kind of like weighing the options a bit to see if I could get through it or not. I was thinking about doing a playthrough of Chapter 4 really quick. I won't be able to go through and do, like, a full-on, like, analysis or, like, a full-on, like, I won't be able to talk about everything. I just don't think I'll have the time. But I kind of want to go through Chapter 4. Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because I know I definitely don't have time to go through Chapter 3 and 4. I definitely don't have enough time to do, like, talk about everything in both of those chapters. But as far as, like, everything I wanted to do today, that's what I've done. And if there was, like, time afterwards, I would, like, leave, like, a Chapter 4 playthrough on the table. I mean, I would definitely not say no to playing Chapter 4. I love Chapter 4. Nihilix speedrun. Final prediction, we'll explore the Flower King Dark World first, and then halfway through the festival will become a Dark World, and the tone shifts. Interesting. Now you should rest. You don't have the time. Do it. Do it. You're taking too short. Because if I do, can I get the template? Oh yeah, here. Let me put I'm gonna put the template on stream, and then I'll upload it to the Discord too, so you can get it either way here. So let me go ahead and put this up here. 1 second. I'll put the template up for you. Where are you? There we go. Bingo. Let me organize it a little bit so you can actually see it. I'll put it up on screen so you guys can see it for yourselves. It'll be a little off center, so sorry about that. Oh, here, actually, I unlocked some new tech recently where I know now how to crop sources in OBS. So here we go. There we go. And then, oop, okay, there we go. There's the blank template if anyone wants to use it. And can I download the template? Yeah, I'll upload it to the Discord. If you can't get onto the Discord, then if you can't get it on the Discord, and if you can't just like do like a screenshot or anything, then maybe like send me an email to my like official email. It's on my channel. You'll be able to see it. It's send me an email and then I'll send you the file. I'll just send you the direct file if you can't get it any of the other ways. Template. Oop. There we go. Heart desires, don't rush yourself. If I do a playthrough of chapter 4, I would love to. I won't be able to talk about everything. That's really the thing. I just got here. I missed anything. Okay, you got on this. Okay, good. I just posted it so you can see it now. Okay, good. Let's see. How long did I take to play chapter 4 for the first time? Let me get like a time frame here. Because if I can just do it in like maybe like 6 hours, I would do it. But if it's gonna take like more than 6 hours, I don't know. Because it's already like 2 o'clock where I'm at. Let's see here. So chapter 4, when I played it for the first time, it took me about 7 hours. That's when I was going slow. And I think I took like breaks every so often. You know what? We've almost been going for about 3 hours. I think that's a good place to cap it off. Yeah, I think I'll just cap it off. I don't think I'll do like a playthrough of chapter 3 and 4. I hope that Steam doesn't crash before I could play chapter 5. I don't think there's too much of a chance of that happening because it's just going to be an update. It's just going to be an update that downloads. I think because of that, it's going to be like less likely that that would happen, or at least I'm hoping. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it here for now. What I'll do is, if you guys did want me to play through, see me play through chapter 3 and 4, what I'll do is I'll relist the times I played chapter 3 and 4 for the first time, just in case there's anybody watching who did want me to see me play it. Because I streamed it the day they released, and I unlisted it because that's what I do with most of all my live streams. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the stream here. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Thank you for all your submissions to the bingo boards. They look great. They look great, guys. Future plans. The current plan right now is I will be streaming Chapter 5 when it releases. I'll go live roughly like an hour or so before it actually drops, so just we can like talk and chill. Most of you will probably just be playing it yourself. But if you want to watch my reaction to it, it'll be up on the channel after I'm done playing it. And I'll be playing it pretty much all day. It depends on how long it takes me to get through it. But yeah, I'll probably, depending on how long it is, I'll play through it once, and if it's not too late in the day, I'll probably like restart it. Maybe I'll even look for like some weird route stuff, maybe afterwards on the same day. Maybe I'll look for some secrets. But yeah, that's everything. Deltarune tomorrow. Deltarune in 4 days, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 days. Okay, so I will see you guys then. This is a good song to end it on. Bye, everyone. Goodbye.